It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing episode 7 of Draw Your Journal. If you don't know already, Draw Your Journal is my prompt journal that I wrote. It's available now on Amazon and you can buy it there. If you would like to preview Draw Your Journal, all you have to do is go to bellamena.com, go to the newsletter section, enter your email into that little box, and I will automatically send you 5 extra pages that are not included in the book, and you can kind of preview what it's like to own it. It is basically a prompt journal that is intended to be a diary. And so it will have prompts that kind of prompt you about your personality. Every single prompt in this book is focused on you as a person. You're basically drawing your diary or drawing your journal. Get it? Let's get started on today's pages. Okay, so here is my Draw Your Journal. For the first page, we're going to do Draw Your Darkness. Spooky. So this page is a little bit vague and mysterious, and I kind of did it like this on purpose because there are so many ways you could interpret the concept of your own personal darkness. It could be something that you deal with or struggle with. It could be something that you are afraid of. Or it could literally be just like what your favorite type of darkness is. Maybe you like looking at the night sky of stars in the dark. Maybe you like glow-in-the-dark freeze dance. No. When I wrote this prompt in particular, I was thinking of these jelly pens. When I was little, I used to collect these pens called Milky Way pens, and they're very similar to these gel pens. Similar, but also very different. If my memory serves me right, my Milky Way pens I used to collect as a kid were much better quality than these horrible Dollar Tree gel pens that turn out very scratchy. This will not work for me. I'm taking out the Poscas. I felt like if I was gonna color this whole page with those pens, it was just gonna turn out really gross and uneven, so I had to use the Posca paint pens, unfortunately. Oops, we have a leakage though. That's one of the problems with Posca paint pens. They just randomly explode on you. Isn't that fun? At this point, you're probably wondering what I decided to draw for my darkness. I am afraid of butterflies. I don't know if you guys know that. I've talked about it multiple times in different videos, but if you're new here, hi, my name is Marissa, and I am absolutely terrified of butterflies. People often get confused about this because I have painted some butterflies, I've drawn a lot of butterflies, and they get confused. They're like, why are you drawing something that you're afraid of? And the answer is, I'm not afraid of the cartoon kind of butterflies. I think they're even kind of cute when they're in cartoon form. But a butterfly in person is absolutely terrifying for several reasons. Number one being their wings are disgusting. Every time I see a butterfly and its disgusting wings, I automatically think, oh my gosh, that would be so awful if it flew into my mouth. And that's an irrational fear that will probably never happen. I also don't like how spastic they are. They just kind of fly and flutter around in random places. You never quite know where they're gonna go, and they might just land on your head, which is also absolutely horrifying. And not to be dramatic, but who are we kidding? Look at me. The thought of a butterfly flying spastically around me and me potentially swatting at it and hitting its disgusting wings is my dark place. That is truly darkness. So that is why I have chosen to draw a butterfly that's glowing in the dark. This is what the final page turned out looking like, and I like it a lot. I have to say, I love the splattered paint look we have going on here. Before we move on to the next page, I just wanted to say thank you so much to anyone that has purchased Draw Your Journal. You guys have been sending me pictures of what you've done and posting it on the internet, and I just have to say It is my absolute favorite thing ever to see what you guys do with the pages. Also, thank you so much for the positive Amazon reviews. I've been reading those as well, and those are just so nice. Thank you. Okay, up next, we're doing a page that says, draw your season. So this one is also up for your interpretation. You could kind of interpret it as what season best fits your personality. You could do it as what is your favorite season, or in my case, you could do it as what is your personal seasonal color palette. Let me explain. Using the undertones in your skin, you can determine which colors look amazing on you. Wow, that is definitely your color. And which colors look absolutely horrible on you and you cannot wear. That is so not your color. In an effort to make my outfits really pop, I've been trying to discover what my seasonal color palette is. It's not the fall. No. The fall color palette is actually my worst colors, but the summer color palette, those are my colors. So in this page, I have decided to make a documentation of what my colors are. I will now make a brief case as to why I believe that I am a summer. I am not being too harsh on myself, I'm just being honest, and there will be some humble brags in here about the colors that look amazing on me. Believe it or not, my journey into seasonal color palette discovery begins with pale yellow. I have been told all of my life that pale yellow is impossible to pull off, that no one can wear pale yellow. And then I wore a pale yellow shirt, and I said, you know what? I think I can actually pull this off. I don't know why, because I'm very pale, but somehow I think this looks okay on me. Maybe I'm a summer? The next step in my journey was purple. I only really look good in cool-toned purples, and very specifically, the purple that is in the summer color palette. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. And here's some more evidence. Light blue, light pink, hot pink, black, and cherry red. But I was still not convinced that I was indeed a summer color palette until I figured out this. Apparently, if you are a summer, your worst colors will be the fall color palette. I'm gonna show you some very convincing evidence. Please close your eyes. The burnt orange, the brick red, the horrible green color, I look absolutely sick. Especially when compared to some of the summer colors I look good in. Now, my last piece of evidence, and then I'll stop talking about this, is green. We haven't talked about green yet, and that is because I was confused about green for a very long time. Now, this one threw me for a loop. I don't look good in like that dark olive poop green. I definitely look good in lime green, which is not in the summer color palette. It's actually in the spring color palette. And it really confused me because I don't really look good in some of the spring colors. But then I got to reading and realized that you can actually cross over into certain color palettes, and I believe that is what lime green is for me. Maybe I just have a little bit of a crossover into the spring. But in general, I do believe that I am a summer color palette, and I have to say, figuring this out has been life-altering slightly. I have been wearing clothes that I feel look better on me in general, and been getting rid of the colors that I don't look good in. So it's been really fun, and I just wanted to make a page about it to document this. This is what the final page turned out looking like. I decided to make the color palettes look like they're makeup palettes. On the left, we have my best colors, and on the top right, we have the fall color palette, which are my worst colors. To clarify, you very well may be a fall color palette. There's probably like a 1 in 4 chance, so nothing against you guys. It's just not for me. Those colors just don't look good on me. Anyway, let's move on to the next page. This page is kind of self-explanatory. It's for your wishes. So if you have a wish, you draw about it here. Basically, like if you wish for a puppy, draw a puppy. If you wish that you get a good grade on a test, draw an A+ on the page. I don't know. But for me, I had a very specific vision for my wish. It is a very strange concept. Just gonna give everyone a warning about that. I had this idea that what if we had a dandelion, except it's very fluffy, a very fluffy rainbow dandelion, and inside is actually a hedgehog. I'm sorry, did you just say a hedgehog? Yes, this is intended to be a very floofy rainbow hedgehog that's pretending to be a dandelion. He's among the dandelions. If this seems conceptually very random, it's because it is. When I looked at the page, I saw the dandelions and I immediately thought of a hedgehog. It also didn't help that I was wearing pajamas that had hedgehogs all over them when I made this page. I am so sorry. Anyway, so the vision is clear. It's very random, but yes, this is a rainbow floofy hedgehog that is pretending to be a dandelion. Clearly. Speaking of hedgehogs, has anyone met one in person? I have. I met a hedgehog one time in college, in person. One of my friends had it secretly in their apartment, and I went in and I held this little hedgehog, and it was very cute. The guy that owned the hedgehog was my friend, but he was like more loosely an acquaintance that I knew from class, and when I went in and held his hedgehog in a very cute little blanket, I started like lightly tearing up. I wasn't like crying or anything, not hysterically crying or anything, but this hedgehog was just so adorable that I started tearing up. And I think he thought I was weird from then on. Then again, a hedgehog did make me cry, so I probably am. Anyway, I am not going to tell you what my wish is. The wish is behind the little door, but I'm a little superstitious, and you know what? If you tell someone what your wish is, it won't come true. Okay? And I would encourage you people to do the same. Don't tell people your wishes or it won't come true. Only God gets to know the wish. Okay, well, that is all the pages that I did for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, I do have playlists on Create This Book, Wreck This Journal, and of course, Draw Your Journal. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!